got the skills, he's got the speed, so he's going to be a big addition.
It doesn't take much, too many strides for him to get going full speed. Like he can be going that way, and then all of a sudden.
Oh yeah, no, he's a quick little guy. It's impressive. You want guys like that to step in and make an impact in your lineup, and I think he's well on his way.
Very, very happy with what we've seen with him.
You mentioned the competition ramping up. How much do you want that in the final two games? I'm not sure if you played both or not, but how important is that to maybe at least have one where it's legit NHL guys on the other side?
Yeah, it's important. I think every player is a little different there. Obviously, you want to go up against guys that you'll see a lot in season. So it's always important to have at least one or two games where you get a legit lineup in.
Leon, sorry for jumping on a little late, but what are some of the elements of Dylan Holloway's game that really stand out to you as a line mate?
Well, I think it's just his hockey sense, which comes from his work ethic, actually. It allows him to get into good situations and be up on the play, and he gives himself an extra second to make a play, which is obviously big if you want to succeed offensively in this league. That's where it all starts. So, very, very impressed with what we've seen so far.
It seems very almost natural, like he seems comfortable. He's played lower down tonight, more of an offensive role. What's your assessment of a kid that we haven't seen a lot because of the pandemic, a couple of injuries that he's been going through?
Yeah, I mean, obviously he's been through a lot the last couple of years, I think, and he's finally feeling good, and obviously you can see the excitement in him to show what he's capable of. And he's really impressed everyone, I think, around here, and he's looking really good.
Yeah, and you had a chance to skate with them right when he was getting back from his injury in January. How much different does he look now compared to that?
Well, you can't compare a practice with actual games. I can't answer that. He's skating with one hand. He wasn't shooting, so obviously he could always skate well. You can see that, but in these games, in real games, you see a guy's hockey sense, the way he reads the play, right? That's what's important. So it seems to be there. I think we're all excited. But with that being said, like I said earlier, competition ramps up. It's going to get harder and harder. But obviously, very impressive what he's done so far, and I got no doubts that he'll adjust to any competition.
Last year, in previous years, was really good.
Thank you so much.
Today, nice to get a hat trick in front of the home crowd.
Yeah, I mean, it felt really good. It's kind of one of those nights where everything seems to go right, but I mean, I owe a lot to my line mates. I was playing with two pretty good players there in Leo and Heim, so I thought we played well, and it was just good to get the win.
Players who didn't feel good going into a game and then had a great game, or vice versa. Any sense of where you kind of felt like maybe something good like this could happen either during the day or once you got your first maybe tonight?
Yeah, I mean, I saw that I was playing with Leo and Heim, so obviously I was pretty excited, and my adrenaline was going there right from the start. So I was super excited all day and just felt good.
Dylan, sorry to put you on the spot. I know it's probably too quick to reflect, but when you look at your journey over the last couple of years or so, when you're battling these injuries and trying to get your way back, and now you're kind of riding momentum, maybe take us through what's going through your mind.
Yeah, I mean, it feels good. Obviously, last year was a long road rehabbing the wrist, but right now the wrist feels really good, and it feels good shooting, and I'm not even thinking about it, so I'm just out there playing hockey, which I love to do.
I gotta ask you, what do you think of the nickname Hollywood from Tyson Barrie?
I mean, I don't mind it, but I think it's pretty funny, to be honest.
Embracing it?
Yeah, I don't mind it. Honestly, they can call me whatever, but.
Do you feel as the more you play, like you're going to start playing against some NHL lineups as the closer you get? Do you feel like, how comfortable are you now that the competition is going to ramp up here in the next couple?
I mean, feeling good, but yeah, you're right. The competition is going to pick up. It gets tighter out there, so just got to play simple and play hard and kind of get pucks deep, and I don't take my chances when I get them.
Jay Woodcroft was talking about the need for guys to get noticed. obviously, I think you've done that prior to this game, but you seem to ratchet that up even more. Have you heard that message? Was that kind of just your mindset before every game, was make sure you're getting noticed to make it a tough decision?
Yeah, I mean, I think going into camp, I just wanted to play well. I just wanted to play my game, and I knew I was going to have to do something to try and make the team. So, I'm just happy the way things are going, but we got 2 more games coming up.
Dylan, one thing that your head coach always says is you have to earn your confidence and earn your opportunity. When you found out you were playing the top 6 alongside one of the best players, what was necessarily going through your mind?
I mean, obviously I was really excited. I've been watching Leo the last few years just tear up the league, so to play alongside him tonight was really special and it was a good opportunity, and I was just thankful for it.
Thanks, Dylan.
Hey, Jay, you said obviously early in camp that you were going to give Dylan Holloway this opportunity. What did you make of his game tonight?
Yeah, he had a heck of a game tonight. I thought that line with Draisaitl and Hyman and Dylan, they were the best line on the ice. They controlled the puck. They didn't give up a ton against. And, we went down to 11 forwards there. So we moved some pieces around and found people extra ice time. But it was a good game for Dylan. He's got to feel good about it. And, he's going to enjoy it. And then, he knows tomorrow's the next battle. And tomorrow's battle is going to be just to rest and recover and get ready for Wednesday.
He's seemingly gotten better throughout from rookie camp on. Obviously, that's the expectation for him. But do you want to get him into these last two games to against the top quality competition to really see what he has to offer? I guess.
Yeah, I think what we'll do as a staff is we're going to do our work on this game, digest it, and then see what we have left. And we'll sit and strategize as a group and try and find the right lineup for Wednesday night. When I say the right lineup, it's also about answering some questions. As you said, we expect two pretty good lineups in the last two games of the year, or of the preseason. And, so we're going to, you balance everything, in terms of answering the questions you want to answer, but at the same time, you got to make sure you're getting your team ready for when the regular season begins next week.
Are there any questions you feel that need to be answered still about Dylan and his game?
Well, I think the more Dylan plays at this level, the more he feels comfortable and the more he shows his teammates and his coaching staff where he's at. It is the preseason. And so, he should feel very good about that game today. He put down a good one. It looked like he had good chemistry with Draisaitl and Hyman. And, he's going to, like I said, he'll rest and recover tomorrow, just like everybody else, and get ready for whatever comes on Wednesday.
And just last one for me, any update on Tyler Benson, who didn't play?
You know what? I didn't talk to our doctors. He was being evaluated. Obviously, took out of the game for precautionary reasons. He tried to come back and take a shift, and it wasn't feeling where he wanted it to. I'm sure he'll get a picture on it, but I haven't talked to the doctors.
Jay, when it comes to Dylan, he's obviously got a world-class shot. He's got a great shot, but he seems to get into the right spots. Like he reads the game really well at a high level. Is that what kind of maybe is most impressive about him at this young age?
Yeah, well, he's got the raw materials of an NHL hockey player. He's big. He's strong. He has a real good skill set in that he's a powerful skater. He is feeling fully healthy. He had a rough go there with his injury in his last college game. And it's taken him a while, not only to get back up and running, but also to just, feel better about it, and the act of shooting to feel more comfortable for him. And so he's put a lot of work in. I'm happy that he's having some success here. And as Daniel mentioned, it seems like he's getting better each day. And that's what we're asking our team to do is to make sure that we're improving on a daily basis.
And I just want to ask about Jack Campbell. What did you think? He looked like he got more comfortable as the game went along. Then he made that unbelievable save, I guess. Do you like where he's at? And is he going to get another game? Does he need more time? Or
Jack will get another game for sure. Thought he was really good. I didn't think we were the cleanest of teams in the first half of the game, and he kind of allowed us to settle in. He made big saves when called upon. That one in the third period you're talking about was excellent, and but I think he made a bunch of really good saves early in the game. Unfortunately, we scored one on that went off our body and in the net, but he was very good, and big reason why the score and the goals against were only 2 for the other team.
Jay, what dimensions of Warren Foegele's game are we seeing right now early in preseason that we didn't necessarily see at the tail end of last?
Well, he's feeling confident, and that comes as a result of a lot of hard work and hard effort. He's he understands also, and I think this is important for everyone to understand, is that he understands the positions he's in, which is he's battling to make the team. And he's battling for his place in the lineup. And I think that's exactly what we want to see out of Warren Foegele. It's exactly what we want to see from others that are in that same kind of position. I think he is skating. He had obviously scored 2 goals tonight, but he's been a factor on the penalty kill. He's had a good stick and good physicality on the forecheck. It's a credit to him. But again, I go back to what we were saying about Holloway, is that in preseason, it's about stacking a good day on top of a good day. So great performance for Warren tonight, and I know that he's going to rest and recover and be ready for whatever happens for Wednesday.
You mentioned how much of a factor he's been on the PK. What exactly are you seeing from him on the PK, and is that a role that you can see him being put in opening night? Well, he's fighting for ice time for sure on that. It feels like there's a lot of penalty kill options for us, especially up front. So there's people that are fighting for that ice time. We said earlier that that's privileged ice time. As a penalty killer, I see Warren as a good skater. I see him as a long body. He's willing to be in the shot lane. And, I felt good when he's on the ice on the penalty kill. So he's got a healthy opportunity on it through his first few games in the preseason here. That'll continue as we finish up the preseason, and what he makes of his opportunity is up to him.
Jay, just big picture, a lot of veterans played tonight. Just how do you see your group rounding into form as the preseason starts to wind down here?
I'd like to give credit to Vancouver because they had kind of a pesky lineup, and I thought they played hard. I think there's things that we can clean up as a team, but we found a way to win a game in the preseason on home ice. I thought there was some real positives in that game for our entire team. And then I thought there's areas that we can continue to work on. It is the preseason. That is what our focal point will be on Wednesday's pregame skate. And as I said about our individuals, it's also a team thing where we got to get better every day. And that's our plan as we head into these last 2 preseason games. Good. Thanks, guys.